Welcome to Your Inbox Last Night, the show that reads way too many fintech and payments newsletters so you can stay informed without drowning in your inbox. I'm Michelle Tivy, and today is Tuesday, February 11th, 2025. If you're listening, congratulations. You still have access to your laptop, which is more than some government employees can say right now. We've got Treasury chaos, fintech shakeups, and AI interns plotting to take over the workforce. It's going to be a good one. Let's dive in together. Well, a federal judge has stepped in and issued an injunction against Elon Musk's Department of Government Efficiency. That's right, 19 attorneys general sued, and it looks like they've won this round. Now, if you've been following your inbox last night, you already know that Mr. X uncovered some interesting details about the Treasury shakeup, like the fact that somehow, mysteriously, Politico subscriptions across agencies were canceled en masse. So you tell me, was Musk's read but don't touch court order actually being followed? And if Treasury wasn't enough, Musk's metaphorical hatchet has swung toward another agency, the CFPB. Last week he tweeted, RIP CFPB, and things went downhill fast. Employees are locked out of their building, their laptops, and their internal systems, yet somehow still expected to work from home. Meanwhile, all pending rules and proposed regulations, wiped, gone. So, what's actually happening inside the CFPB? Your guess is as good as mine, but don't worry. Banking Dive, Jason Mikula, and Notes on the Crises are all digging into it, and we'll keep you posted. And if you thought former Treasury Secretaries were just enjoying their retirements, think again. 5 former Secretaries of the Treasury just collectively wrote an op-ed in the New York Times. And let's just say they're not thrilled about what's going on. Their message: political meddling in federal payments, unlawful and corrosive to democracy. The Treasury doesn't get to pick and choose which obligations to fulfill. Once trust in the U.S. financial system is broken, good luck getting it back. Ominous? Yes. Unexpected? Not really. Let's see if this letter gets any traction before the next institution finds itself locked out of its own website. I mean, it's almost as if Elon and his buddies have never even seen Hamilton, much less taken a civics or U.S. history class. Forbes reports that a struggling fintech managed to save itself by targeting buy now, pay later addicts, which, if nothing else, proves there's always some way to make money in this economy. Block Telegraph is asking how fintech can help subscription revenue models, with CEOs across the industry chiming in. Fintech Finance News says that TerraPay and Trust Bank are launching a new international payment solution for Bangladeshi students studying abroad. Speaking of payments, BNY just made history. Glenbrook reports that they've sent the largest instant payment in U.S. history, a $10 million transaction, marking the first RTP payment over $1 million since the limit increased. That's right. Someone somewhere just hit send on a very expensive Venmo request. Let's have a look at crypto and Web3 from your inbox last night. The Trump administration is all in on crypto, fueling a wave of new ETF filings. Solana has officially outperformed Ethereum in DEX trading volume for the 4th month in a row. And AI remains Web3's golden child. Because if you're not adding AI power to your crypto project, are you even trying? Binance blog has the full breakdown. Now, let's talk substacks, because some of the best insights don't come from corporate media, but from fintech nerds who write too much. We'll be right back with our favorite substacks.
Want your brand in front of fintech's sharpest minds? Your inbox last night keeps industry leaders up to speed. Fast. Sponsor the show and get your message heard where it matters. Let's talk. Email us at labs@payometry.io. That's labs@payometry.io.
Okay, we are back with some of our favorite substacks. FinTech Takes newsletter gives us their perspective on the Musk and company takeover of the Treasury and the CFPB. Spoiler alert, it's funny. They also reposted a tweet from the Coinbase CEO agreeing that it should be abolished and, perhaps unaware of the 702 Supreme Court case that disagrees with his feelings, it was held to be constitutional by the Supreme Court. And yes, that applies even to Silicon Valley billionaires. The Business of Payments newsletter focuses on payments industry developments, and this issue gives a good review of the rumored PaySafe sale, the WorldPay acquisition of Ravelin, and lots of other funding and transaction details in the industry. Disruption Banking takes a look at the repercussions of last year's mind-blowing Synapse collapse, even taking a shot at musing about FDIC regs coming down the pike. Are there regulations coming down the pike? Well, let's switch gears a bit. Let's see, we've had Elon drama, crypto drama. Surely there isn't any AI drama today, right? Wrong. AI is reshaping fintech, and not just in cool new chatbot ways. That's right, they're coming for you, biz dev and product. I'm just kidding. Neon Tree reports that AI is supercharging fraud detection, automating financial reporting, and handling back-end operations. Because finally, someone realized computers are better at boring, repetitive tasks than humans. FinTech Futures explores agentic AI, which, according to Marketa's CTO, is like having an unlimited number of really smart interns. So basically, AI is about to replace the entire entry-level workforce in finance. So TLTR, AI isn't coming for finance, it's already here. As my friends at FinTech Takes would say, okay, cool. And if that didn't make you a little nervous, let's head over to a segment that always has them quaking in their boots, our very own Mr. X.
The tides of war and technology turn once more, and Google, that self-proclaimed guardian of AI for good, has finally dropped the charade. 7 years ago, in the wake of the Project Maven protests, Google swore it would never build AI for weapons or anything likely to cause harm. Last week, that promise vanished into the digital ether. Their justification? A new patriotic mission to support national security. Who's cheering the loudest? None other than Andrew Ngoc, the AI luminary who helped shape Google's brain literally. The man behind modern deep learning breakthroughs is very glad Google shed its moral baggage, calling the old principle a self-inflicted barrier to innovation. He's fully on board with big tech fueling the military-industrial machine, and even delighted that Biden's AI executive order was overturned and California's SB 147 AI regulation bill was vetoed. Less oversight, more progress. That's the philosophy. But let's not pretend this is just a Google problem. The AI arms race is already in full swing. OpenAI, once a utopian dream of AI safety, has cozied up to Anduril, the defense tech disruptor that builds autonomous weapon systems. Yes, the same OpenAI that once promised never to build AI for military use. Anthropic, that so-called AI ethics darling, has done something even more intriguing, granting Palantir access to its Claude models. Let's spell that out. The company founded on a safety-first AI mission is now powering Palantir's intelligence and defense operations. Let's not forget Palantir, the shadowy behemoth of government surveillance, predictive policing, and wartime analytics. If Anthropic's Claude is now feeding Palantir's intelligence machine, then AI isn't just becoming a tool of war, it's evolving into the brain behind modern warfare. So, dear listeners, the question isn't if AI will reshape the battlefield. That ship has sailed. The real question is who will control it. Because when the tech giants write the rules and their algorithms decide life and death, well, it starts to make sense that all these tech bros built bunkers in New Zealand, am I right? And then there's this juicy morsel. TD Bank is making moves, and big ones. With brand new CEO Raymond Chun barely a week into the job, the Canadian banking giant has decided to cash out, dumping its entire 10.1% stake in Charles Schwab for what's expected to be a cool $14 billion. This isn't just any portfolio rebalancing. This is TD cutting ties with Schwab in one swift stroke. And yet, Schwab isn't letting TD walk away without some involvement. The brokerage giant has agreed to repurchase $1.5 billion of its own stock from TD, a move that's contingent on the completion of a broader registered offering. Now, let's read between the lines. Why now? Chun has barely had time to set up his office, but he's already pushing a new strategy. He hinted at this back in January, saying TD was reconsidering its investment in Schwab. That wasn't just talk. Less than 2 weeks into the job, he's making sure TD exits completely, which suggests that holding on to Schwab no longer fits the bank's long-term vision. Where's the money going? TD is plowing $5.6 billion of the proceeds into a stock buyback, a classic move to juice the share price. The rest? It's going straight into TD's core business, fueling future expansion and possibly acquisitions. But the subtext? TD's relationship with Schwab dates back to 2020 when it acquired these shares as part of Schwab's takeover of TD Ameritrade. That deal was supposed to strengthen ties between the two firms. Fast forward to 2024, and TD is walking away entirely, a sign that the marriage between TD and Schwab may not have been as harmonious as once believed. So, what's the real story here? Is TD gearing up for a major expansion, using its newfound billions to make big moves in the U.S. banking space? Or is Chun playing defense, shoring up capital in case of market turbulence? Whatever the motive, Mr. X is always listening. See y'all tomorrow.
Wow. Mr. X ate his Wheaties this morning, huh? Sheesh, 2025 has been like 10 years long and it's only February. That's it for your inbox last night. If you like hanging out with us, and who wouldn't, pound the like button, hit subscribe, share it with your smartest friend, all the things. And don't forget to check out the links in our show notes for every source we covered today. I'm Michelle Tivy. Stay informed, stay efficient, and stay far, far away from Musk's hiring decisions. See you tomorrow.